Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use pipe cleaner to make this puppy. I'm using the pipe cleaner with 15 mm metal wire inside. Length is 1 meter. I used 2 pipe cleaners for this puppy. This pipe cleaner is pretty fluffy, making it ideal for plush toys. The eyes are 7 mm. Nose and tongue are made of resin clay. You can also use this plastic nose if you don't have clay. The metal brush is used for grooming. We will also need a scratch awl, scissors, and glue. Let's get started. First, let's make the puppy's head. Leave about the length of your palm at the end and start folding. The first round is about the length of a finger joint, roughly 2.5 cm. Wrap a bit more for the second round, about 3 cm. The third round is slightly longer than the second, around 3.5 to 4 cm. After wrapping the 3 rounds, twist behind and secure it. Now we have 3 loops here. The top loop is the smallest and the bottom loop is the largest. So take this long end, thread it through all 3 loops from top to bottom to make the puppy's ear. If the puppy's ears are bigger, leave it longer. If they are smaller, leave it shorter. Here we left about 4 cm. This is the left ear. Now let's make the right ear. Take the long end, thread through top to bottom to make puppy's right ear. Make sure not to twist the stick like this. Both the left and right ears should be the same size. Alright, now we've done both ears, and we have these 3 loops here. The top loop will be pushed up later to make the forehead. Bottom loop will be pushed on top of middle loop to make nose. Now take this one. Wrap the right ear, start from behind, then to the front. Wrap it a little bit tight, then go under below. Wrap the left ear from front towards the back. Now we've wrapped both ears, 2 in front and 2 at the back. Now, let's take the long end, thread it from below to above, through the 3 loops, and push it slightly towards the left ear. Wrap it around from the back, and then thread it again through the 3 loops. This time, push it slightly towards the right ear. After threading it through, secure it at the bottom and tighten it. Alright, now push the top loop upwards to make the forehead slightly full. Then bring the bottom loop on top of middle loop. This is puppy's nose. Bring this middle loop down This is puppy's mouth. To shape the nose, pinch the middle with your thumb. Then press your index finger next to it. Use your fingers to shape the nose and mouth area. To make the puppy's nose protruding, use the scratch awl to pull the nose a bit in front. Use the awl to pick the stick where concaved. Then twist and flip the ears down. Pressing firmly, pinch and shape the head. Make the head round and smooth. Okay, this is puppy's head. It's basically done. Alright, after we've finished making the head of the puppy, we'll use this awl to pick out the hair between the two twisted sticks. If there are any concave areas, use this tool to pull the sticks up. Make the head shape fuller. Then we will use the brush to brush its hair denser. If you don't have such brush, a slightly harder toothbrush at home will work too. Now let's proceed to trim the hair. Take a box. It's advisable to wear a mask while trimming. First, we need to trim the head of the puppy to make it smooth and round. For beginners, it's best to trim in a small amount, multiple times. Usually the ears are thinner. Lift them up and trim the inside hair a bit. Alright, this is almost done. Next step, we will trim around the eye socket. Press inwards here and mark the position of the eye socket. Then, use this metal brush to brush the hair. It's important to trim in small amounts, multiple times here. It's best to follow a photo of a puppy and trim accordingly. Adjust the position of the nose and mouth. Now let's add the eyes. Use the awl to make a hole. I used 7 mm eyes. Try the eyes, determine the position first before applying glue. is how it looks like. Now let's add the nose. Use the brush to brush its hair. As the nose needs to be glued in the center, we need to trim the middle a bit so it will stick better. Then, trim towards both sides. Trim in a small amount, multiple times too. Trim the chin into a curved shape. There is no fixed method for trimming here. You can trim according to your preference. Now we've done the trimming. Let's glue the nose on the tip. I made this nose with resin clay. I will cover this method in another video. Let's trim the puppy's mouth. Its mouth is a triangle, so we'll trim a little bit here. Trim out this triangle. Then, trim the chin to make it round shape. After that, we can glue a stream of black thread here at its mouth, or use resin clay to make a tongue. We will do it after the body is done. Now, let's make the puppy's body. Take another pipe cleaner. Make the front legs first. Make them about 10 to 12 centimeters long. Unwind the other end of the stick. Then twist it tightly. Press it down. These are the front legs. Next, we make the hind legs. The hind legs can be a little bit shorter than the front legs, so it won't fall down when it stands. Wrap the middle part with a couple of rounds. The legs on both sides should be symmetrical. Now, take his head and insert the remaining parts into the middle. Here we can open up the two ends. If they are long enough, you can twist them together to make the puppy's tail. We're now going to wrap the body. First, wrap around the hind legs. Then, wrap around front. There is no fixed way to wrap. Just wrap the body as tightly as possible. Wrap around the head again. You can wrap it in whatever way you like. Just make sure the body is wrapped tightly, evenly, and symmetrically. Wrap to the back and hide the end of the stick inside. Okay, that's almost done. Then twist the legs to secure them. If one leg is slightly longer, you can twist it one more time. Okay, the body is almost shaped. Just like before, we're going to use this awl to pick out the hair hidden between the sticks. You can shape the body based on your preference. If you want to be a sitting puppy, you can shape it into a sitting position, or you can also bend the legs to make it lie down. Similarly, after picking out the hair, use a metal brush to brush it. Then use scissors to trim. There's no fixed way to trim it. You can trim it as you like. Okay, that's almost done. Finally, glue the tongue onto the mouth area. Your puppy is now complete.